for so long. It's weird.
Yeah, fuzzy.
Are you alright?
Yep.
Okay. Everyone, it's Libby and Kevin here today. As promised, we're going to talk about our new apartment that we have purchased. If you don't know what we're talking about, if you haven't been watching our vlogs for the last week, yes, last week we officially bought an apartment to move into.
We officially exchanged contracts today.
I'll do. Okay, so anyway, we're going to backtrack a little bit because we skipped over a lot of stuff when we were purchasing and just mentioned bits and pieces in vlogs and didn't really sort of tell you exactly what was going on. So it sort of seems to have come out of the blue.
Lib's going to tell you the story.
Yeah, I'll start and then Kevin he'll give you some other information as we go along. Because it did really come out of the blue. I'd been looking online at properties, like just to see what was around and see if there's anything sort of... We were planning on moving probably in about 5 years. Although I think 2 of that 5 years already gone. You know, we're thinking when Christy moves out and finishes uni and moves out that we would want to downsize because this home is very big for cleaning purposes with my fibro, and we just obviously do not need all this space for 2 of us and now 3 dogs. So I've just been looking, didn't expect to be buying anything, and I'd actually looked at Shell Harbour when we stayed down there a year ago, and I said to Kevin, I really like the area down here, and I kind of they're building a new. It's not an estate, they're building basically the whole village, I guess, aren't they?
I think they've been building it for 20-something years.
Yeah, it's been going for a long time.
It's one of these ideas the council's had for a long time.
The big marina, and then they're building a number of apartment complexes. And I actually looked at one that was on sale about the same time. And okay, so I looked at Shell Harbour. We weren't really looking at apartments. And then I kind of moved on from Shell Harbour. I was looking at other areas. And I happened to be on the mailing list for the waterfront. What are they called? Just the waterfront area?
I don't know, it's just Shell Cove Village or something, isn't it?
But it's called the waterfront at Shell Cove. So
yeah.
I was on the newsletter, and then I got the newsletter, came through an email a few weeks ago. Was this like June it was? Or the end of May, I can't remember now.
It doesn't say on the contract.
I got this email and I looked at the apartments and thought, oh, these look really nice. So we'll put up a picture now of what we saw. And I said to Kevin, these look really nice. Probably going to be too expensive. It's probably not what we want. I said that was the first time we'd actually mentioned or even considered an apartment. Before that, we're just looking at smaller homes, thinking, you know, in the future when we're a lot older, maybe an apartment. But it happened that the very next day they were doing an online presentation. Is that what you'd call it, Kevin?
Yep.
About this apartment complex, which is called Ancora. So we thought, well, it's just a bit of time, it's online, we don't have to go down there and have a look.
What a different dog now.
Thinking, same thing, there'll be something about it, we'll just rule it out and we won't have to pursue it anymore, but we...
Like cost.
Yeah, I don't think we even got cost that time, did we?
No.
But we did the presentation.
They get you sucked in first, it's like anyway.
Nothing put us off, did it? It was sort of... I don't think we've seen plans. Did they have plans then?
I think we saw the models when we went down there.
No, but this is when we did the information thing here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was just a...
Yeah, it's just like some photos, some nice photos, and all the things we thought looked alright. They mentioned we could have dogs. So we're still keen at that stage, weren't we? With nothing put us off yet. So I thought, okay, well, the next step is the next day we'll go down and have a look at the sales office and have a little look where it's going to be. And they've got a big model of the whole waterfront estate. And then a more detailed model of Ancora. So we went down and had a look at that and got even more excited and still not put off by it at all.
No, it was quite nice.
Yeah, so we'll put I'll be overlaying some of the models and stuff probably as we talk. I can't remember where we saw the plans.
I don't know. The one we picked, I know I didn't like it first.
One of the things I really liked about this Ancora is it's 3 buildings. One complex A is 3 stories and the other 2, B and C, are just 2 levels. Did I say the right word then? I don't know.
Yes.
2 stories.
American numbers are different. One is...
Oh yeah, so there's a ground floor, a first and a second floor.
And a third floor in
A.
And then there's a basement, which is the car park.
Car park, yeah. So the car park runs through the whole 3, under the whole 3, and then you've got 3 different buildings, and they're all different. That's what I really liked. And in each complex, all the apartments are different again. Sometimes there'll be like a stack in a row that are the same, or a mirror of apartments that are the same. But there's so many different layouts to choose from. I don't know when these apartments were even sort of. I think the whole process is pretty
I
quick
think it was
actually.
pretty, I think it was pretty quick.
But it really for us was super quick. It was like, oh,
There's quite a lot of demand down there.
I think like 1.5 weeks after we had to enter the ballot, after we first heard and mentioned this place, I said apartments are out of the blue. But the more we sat and talked about it, we thought yes, an apartment would be very good. Kevin was most excited that he won't have a lawn to mow, or a pool to maintain, or to pay to be maintained, which is what we currently do. He won't have much to do around the house, will you? It won't be maintenance as such to do.
It'll all be new. So.
Yeah, so he was quite excited about that. And obviously with my health, I'm getting the inside of the house done, but I never, very rarely make it outside to do any work outside the house.
I'm just excited where it'll be smaller and we'll be in the same room.
Yeah, so, yes. No, that was the layout. Like here, the kitchen, I was in here today doing stuff in the kitchen. Kevin's sitting in there. Who knows where Christy was, but like eventually it's obviously just going to be the two of us. And yeah, we're in different rooms. So that was... all the layouts have the kitchen and the living area in together.
Some of them were really nice. They had a sliding door into this first spare bedroom. So that could have been an office and you could just easily have the door open and talk to people.
Yeah.
But secret, we didn't get that one.
Yeah, no. So we narrowed it down. We looked
Can we
at...
announce that we didn't get that one yet?
Well, they know that we've got the one we wanted.
We didn't get the one we didn't want. Well, we still wanted it, but it wasn't the first one we wanted.
Yeah, we had...
It was the third one we wanted.
We basically, in the end, I think got down to... We didn't even talk about the viewing platform. We got to go down and look at the viewing platform.
Yes. We got to more than look at the viewing platform. We got to go on the viewing platform.
Yeah, I vlogged the viewing platform, so that was there. So we could see what the view was like from the top floor, and obviously you can see a bit better from the other floors too. And they had a really great 3D model down there, which we took lots of photos of, and we're back here looking at the photos going, oh yes, sort of checking things out, weren't we, all the time?
It's hard to tell what trees are going to block views and what other buildings.
You don't know how quickly things will grow. There is a big hotel going.
11-storey hotel going just across the little wetlands from us.
Yeah, we're hoping it's far enough away that it won't be a problem, but we know that's there. And they have the 3D imaging thing, so you could go into each apartment and look at your view, your virtual view from the balcony. So we did that for all the apartments that we're looking at. And I think in the end we came down to what you said, 8. Did we have 8 in the end?
And we had 8.
Apartments.
So we can get binoculars now, and we can look at the people in the hotel on their balconies.
If only someone had a telescope.
That's creepy. But binoculars aren't quite as creepy.
No, nowhere near as creepy. Anyway, so yeah, so we made our final decision, and then last Thursday, so just over a week ago, they did the draw. Is that what you call it?
Yep. And we pulled out number 25 first. This is my story. It's going to go down.
Kevin, I was getting my second vaccination, so Kevin can tell this part. And then they dropped
all the balls all over the floor, so it took forever. And then another ball came out that wasn't us. It wasn't our number.
Not 71.
And then a third one came out that wasn't our number. And then a fourth one came out and that wasn't our number. And then a fifth one came out and that was our number.
You must have been so excited. Did you?
No, I was quite excited.
Because there was
I actually jumped off another work call because I wanted to watch this. I said I was just in another Zoom meeting. They don't know. Shh, hope they don't watch this. And then it was over in 5 minutes, so I could go back to the other call, but I didn't. That was
so. There was, how many entries was there?
There was 91.
91, and we were number 5 drawn out. So yeah, that's why we got our first choice.
Well, it means with a list of 8 things, I knew we were going to get something at that point. Yeah. You know, even if we were unlucky enough to someone else, the first 4 people took ones we liked, we were going to get at least the 5th one, which was a nice one still.
Yeah, so in the end, we kind of had like 2 layouts that we liked, and then we were looking at the different levels. Yeah. Basically, because we really, there was more beyond that we could have gone, but there was 2 sort of favourites.
There were some that were just...
Both were 3 bedrooms.
There were some that were nice, but were just too expensive.
Yeah.
So we could have done it, but
we didn't really want that one anyway.
But it would have been, the nicest ones on the other end of unit.
Well, it depends what you mean by nicest.
Well, the ones with the nicest
You mean the best
views.
view, but I don't agree that they're going to have a good view of the harbour because they're close to the harbour. They're also right above the road.
Yep.
And a walkway. We're near a walkway, but it's not the main walkway. Yeah. So I think,
We'll see. We can always close the windows.
I wasn't keen on those ones. So yeah, we got...
what are we up to in our story?
We can talk about the unit that we've chosen now.
Well, the lady rang me up and said, which unit do you want? And I told him the number. Okay. And she said, "Oh, okay," and told me the price of it. I said, "Yeah,"
which we already knew.
Which we knew because it was on the paperwork. And then she said, "Oh, okay," and fiddled around looking at stuff. And after a minute, I said, "Is it actually available?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, nice of you to tell me that. That would have been good first." And then they want a credit card number over the phone. But I had to make sure my phone was on and off silent all day, and no one else was ringing me.
Yeah.
I hung up on a few other calls while I was waiting for that.
Because if they're ringing and you don't answer, they just go to the next person on the list.
Yeah, you don't get called again.
So yes, we're
Anyway,
very happy to get our
first
call.
choice.
I mean, that was great. Downside is it was the most expensive apartment on our list, but you know that's.
And we didn't even have enough money to pay the deposit.
Yeah,
So
just scrounge that up.
I've had to spend a week. I had to go and talk to the bank just to get enough money to pay the deposit.
Because obviously, at the end of the day, we'll sell this house, and obviously that it's not going to cover the cost of the new apartment. We're downsizing a lot. And
this is a 400 square house, and we're moving to a 125 square apartment, and it's a lot more money than this house.
The thing is, for us, yes, it's a lot more, and you kind of think downsizing it should be cheaper, but we're paying obviously for a lifestyle that we're going to have down there. Going near the harbour, we're going to have a view. There's very close to the shops. We can walk to the supermarket, walk to the Source, which I'm very excited about, which is a, what do you call it, a bulk food shop. Bakery. We can walk to about a 5-minute walk to all those things.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. The view. A lot less to clean. I'm most excited about that. So yeah, that's we'll put up the layout so you can have a look at the layout so you can see. So we've got the bedroom and the lounge room are at the front of the house. I guess it's the front.
Yeah, I'll call it the front.
Our entrance is coming in the middle of the house, so we've got a hallway right in the middle pretty much, and then yeah, the bedroom is towards the front, and both the bedroom and the living area open out onto the veranda, and hopefully a nice view of the harbour and not too much of the big hotel. I think it's kind of orientated away. Obviously, it's there and you're going to see it when they build it, but hopefully it's not too in your face.
And it puts back retirement by 7 years.
Yes, poor Kevin has to work longer. I left the decision up to him. I said...
quickly did my spreadsheet and I don't get to retire for an extra 7 years now.
Yeah, but Kevin made the decision on that. I don't want anyone thinking I badgered you.
You said you wanted a room for your puzzles.
I did not say that. Can't you make up stuff? The very first one we looked at was a 2-bedroom, and I was happy with that one. But then they only had 1 car spot. But I even said, I'll give up my car.
We need 2 car spots.
I would have had that spot, which is probably... Well, that apartment wasn't half the price, was it? But
No. It was 3/4 of the price.
yeah. But, you know, it's still significant. And we'd gone down certain levels, but Kevin wanted to be up and get the best view. But I did leave it up to Kevin in the end. I said, I'll be happier in this one, which was... Well, the 2-bedroom one. So 3-bedroom, the other 3-bedroom we looked at was a lot cheaper. I would have been happy with that.
The ground level one was right next to the path.
Oh
so
yeah,
there's
we're
no
not
privacy. There's a lot of noise.
We looked at a whole lot of different options, and even one that faced the road. Our apartment, as you'll see, goes through. So we've from the harbour side or the wetland area, and we've got the other bedrooms are towards the back, and we've got another veranda out the back facing north. So we'll actually have a through.
And having 2 of the naughtiest dogs in the world, we don't want them woofing at everyone that walks past. We're not saying 3 dogs because the biggest dog's not going to make it.
So this place isn't going to be built at the earliest till about 2 years. They haven't even got put out tenders yet for it, let alone started building it.
They haven't even dug the hole yet.
Yeah.
So Fuzzy's not going to make it.
Bailey is already 13. None of our dogs have made it to 15 yet, so we're not planning on him coming with us. Might sound really sad, or cruel, I don't know, but heartless, but being realistic. He's a 13-year-old dog. If I get another year out of Bailey, I'll be very happy. But yeah, we think we'll only be taking the Groodles with us.
His legs aren't very good, but the rest of him is doing alright. He's still playing.
Okay, so...
What's next on the list?
Have we answered most of the things? So the only decision we had to make, we had to choose. They've got 6 different interior colour schemes.
3 different colours, and then a premium and a whatever it is of each style.
Which changes like the granite and things like that. Some things change.
So one of the colours...
But we never took a good photo of all the different options.
And then they made us pick that before we ever exchanged contracts.
So we've just gone with one that we don't have photos of it all. We were looking in backgrounds of photos of the model to try and...
But they're all nice. The dark one's not very nice.
Yeah, we ruled out the dark one. We ended up going with the medium. And when we talk about that, it's the back of the kitchen bench. It's only part of the wood. It's only the most... You only see it from the back of looking at the kitchen.
And we don't... So, we tried to get a variation to get car charging put in, and they won't do that. They won't do anything. You can't vary anything. So there's a few standard options they get to give you, like a heated towel rail, and what else was there? Heated floor, which is...
That's an option. I don't think we
don't
go for
get that.
We haven't had to tell them all the upgrades that we want or decide between the deluxe and premium. Yep. I think deluxe is their standard. I don't know why they can't just call it standard and premium or standard and deluxe. We get very confused.
And it comes with a microwave.
Yeah, so...
Got all the stuff here. The contract was 790 pages. I've printed out just the proposed strata rules here. And I think all children have to be kept on a leash, which sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, Kevin started reading out these different things and we were going, oh, gee, are you sure you still want to get this apartment? I was getting scared off, wasn't I?
You can't hang washing on the balcony, which is normal.
We kind of guessed that.
You can't get fly screens. There's lots of weird things, but that's only going to survive a few strata meetings. And then
in Australia, it seems very weird not to have fly screens.
Yeah, we'll have to get fly screens.
How many of you guys in Australia live in apartments or a house without fly screens? How do you go? We have our door open for a few hours for the dogs and we have all the flies in here.
Someone at work said, you're on the 3rd floor, you won't get flies up that high, they go on the ground level. So one of the other guys at work actually lives on the 3rd floor and he said he gets flies all the time, so I don't know.
I wonder, it depends on where you live, like the area that you live. I don't know if anyone's got any input on the fly situation. I'm probably more concerned...
Or the mozzies.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with mozzies. Kevin's more flies. He can't stand flies. I don't like mozzies because they like to bite me and I get big reactions to them. Alright, so we talked about... We don't know a lot of the details about the house, like the kitchen. We've only seen
how we're going to pay for
a drawing of it. We don't even know what it all looks like or anything, do we? So it's very vague.
We don't know how we're going to pay for it, but that's my issue.
Yeah, Kevin's he's on the money side. That's why I left up to him which one he bought, because he knows more of our financial situation. Sad that he has to work longer, but he wanted this apartment too, so...
Well, it also means that when we sell this in 20 years to move into a retirement place, we'll actually have enough. The retirement places that the in-laws, David and Linda, have looked at moving into were very expensive and more than the value of this house. So we're going to need to have something to sell that's going to go up in value at the same rate as the retirement places if we want to move in there. So anyway, I think it has to be done.
Yeah, but we're looking at being in this place for at least 20 years, and we think from here, we might even skip where they've gone to an apartment and we go straight into a small retirement place. Who knows? But yeah, we're thinking for at least 20 odd years. I'll take us through 70. We might be there longer. Who knows? Obviously, a lot will depend on health. Well, that probably the main thing is health and what's happening.
15 months to pay the stamp duty.
What are you telling me? I already know.
We get 15 months, and it's a lot of money in stamp duty. Stupid government.
Yeah.
They promised to get rid of stamp duty in the year 2000. Maybe they just haven't got around to it yet.
Different governments. So I guess one thing is, one question for a lot of people is how we're going to downsize from this huge house to a 3-bedroom.
I have a lot of crap.
Kevin has a lot of stuff. You guys who have been here for a while will know I've got rid of a lot of stuff. I've still got more to go, obviously, but I've been working on decluttering and minimising my possessions for 7 years now.
We won't be able to have a spa.
No, but the new place has a bath.
How are we going to downsize?
How are you going to downsize? I've already been downsizing.
I've got lots of tools. So I've got all my tools here to repair bathrooms and do lots of different things depending on what type of job you're doing. But I won't be needing to do that. So we'll get rid of it. I guess I'll have to keep a drill, have to keep a little rattle gun thing, basic stuff. But
and I think he's planning on rehoming a lot at Thea and Dan's new place. Dan was quite excited. He said, yes, I'll take all the tools. So they'll be there, and obviously the ones that I guess are suitable to go there.
I still have an office, which is 2 warehouses, except one of them is full of crap, which is my crap, because I'm a hoarder. But I'm going to empty that out too.
Yeah, Kevin's changed a lot in the last few years.
If anybody wants 100 rolls of different type of electrical cable, you need to leave a comment.
He's your man. If you want anything, Kevin's probably the
We
man.
have a lot of alarm panels. I've also a lot of camera gear. I need to sell off all my camera gear. I have lots of camera gear.
Yes, you do. So yes, Kevin's got a lot of work ahead, a lot of decluttering. I guess most of the house is kind of my stuff. Well, we haven't got rid of. We've got rid of a lot, but obviously we've got to downsize more because obviously the kitchen's probably half the size of the kitchen that I've got.
And you won't be able to park the motorhome in the new kitchen, or even outside. So we're going to have to get rid of the motorhome too.
We don't have to,
We've got nowhere to put
but
it.
it makes sense to. Well, we could put it down in thieves. We could put everything down in thieves because obviously
we don't go away enough
yeah.
now, and it's super convenient here.
Yeah.
As soon as it's inconvenient, we probably wouldn't go away at all.
Yeah. The thing about the motorhome is we never would have bought the motorhome. We had to pay some for it, but it's a long story. We basically inherited the motorhome. We wouldn't have bought it, you know, at the value that it's worth.
No.
At this stage in life, because anytime we have a longer time away, a week or so, we are travelling further than that motorhome would take us because it's a manual for one and it's got no cruise control. It's not the most comfortable vehicle for Kevin to drive. It's all right for me, I'm a passenger, it's fine for me, but it's not very comfortable for Kevin to drive for, you know, a trip around Australia or anything like that. So, or even we're going to Queensland, even to drive it all the way up there, that's a long way to drive
It's
that thing.
It's not the best to drive.
So, and it's not very efficient for fuel. It costs a lot of money to drive as well. So, since that's this current situation, and until Kevin retires, we won't be taking a longer trip around Australia.
And hopefully this place will seem like a holiday. We won't need a holiday
Yeah.
for a while.
So the plan has always been to buy a more suitable motorhome when we're ready to do a big trip around Australia. So it'll be sad, but for the motorhome to go because we had so much good time in it. But we'll still go. We'll just go for weekends in other places. And you
And
think the deal with the size of the apartment being so much smaller?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Then,
Well, actually, I'm looking forward to it being small.
yeah, I'm actually concerned it's going to be a bit too big still because it's a 3-bedroom plus what we'd call a study, I guess. They call it a lounge or a dining room or something or other, but there's actually basically another room.
We can insert plans here.
Yeah, but for now, when we first move, Christy will have a bedroom at the back where the veranda is. Christy will have that bedroom and that little sitting area, lounge, study, wherever will be Christy's as well to make us a study. And Kevin will have the other bedroom as his study. Oh, I might put stuff in there, I don't know. There's another desk as well, which is probably my jigsaw desk.
I think we need a convertible bed thing in case people ever do want to sleep over. I know we don't have friends.
When was the last time we had someone stay here?
I think my brother stayed here 5 years ago.
Yeah, but there's going to be a hotel. It's a hotel, just like a 5-minute walk. So
We'll see.
I don't think we'll be doing that. Unless we take the one we've already got with us. But
So it's going to be small, but I like the idea of small. I think we've kind of paced it out in the lounge room. We measured out, you know, the width of a wall and tried to imagine the place. It's hard to imagine, but
yeah. I mean, there's obviously
it's going to be small.
Because I think the size will be fine. Like we go away and we stay in apartments, so you know what a small apartment's like, and we're happy. We stay in the motorhome for, well, not a week at a time, but we have I've stayed in caravans a week at a time, and we're comfortable. You just got to have less stuff. So we've got to get rid of all the non-essential things, all the things we're not using all the time. And as I said, with the fridge and food situation, the supermarket's a 5-minute walk, so we don't need to have the stockpiles of food that we have now. Because I can send him for a walk to the shop if I'm having a bad fibro day.
The new lounge room, kitchen, dining would easily fit into our lounge room here.
Yeah. It's going to be so good to clean. I can't wait.
The harbour's almost all sold already, and they've still got, so where we are going to be, I'll show you on the model. I can't point at it because I can't see it on my screen, but just around the other side of the harbour, there's 2 new ones going up there, which are going to be both big apartment blocks. I think they're 5 or 6 stories. And then around on the headland, there's 2 more. So this is still lots of apartments going up.
Yeah, lots of building
And then
for quite a while.
On the other side of the harbour, there's a big semicircular one that looks really nice. But I don't want to think about how much that one's going to cost.
But I still like, I mean, obviously you don't know, but I just like the appeal.
This
It's
one's
very
semi-
stylish, like it's sort of, I don't know, it's very architecturally designed, I guess. It doesn't look like an average apartment complex.
They always say architecture design, but even... You
I know they all are,
architects
but
in
most of the
places.
apartments are usually very similar in
Yeah, it's a bit fancy.
design. It's just different, I think. It's different to anything I've seen anyway. I'm not saying nothing around like it, but...
On the model, someone's knocked down our glass railing.
But like the apartments in
Something might
Canberra,
fall.
it's just like a traditional sort of square, you know, it's a It's very just a traditional.
Yeah, it does look nice. You'll see pictures. You've probably already seen pictures.
Yeah, and you'll have So we've got every day you come home and goes, oh, I can't wait till we move. Oh my God, for 2 years I'm going to have this.
It's an extra 20 minutes away, so it's going to double my travel time.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all right.
You'll get more books read.
I'll be an hour and a half travelling a day. An hour and a...
I reckon it'll be half an hour once that bypass goes in.
Maybe.
I think it would be. I mean, who knows, but you won't know until it's done, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. If you've got any questions, pop them below and we'll try and answer them for you. Hopefully that's covered.
Let's try and foresee any questions. What else could people want to know?
I don't know. I think we've tried to give them most of the information.
How are we going to move? What furniture are we going to take?
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're going to take
a lot of it's staying here.
Big lounge.
Or will be sold off.
We'll have to sell this place after because we can't.
No.
We can't try and arrange it at the same time. I don't want to be pressured into selling.
Because we have to, replace the carpets and stuff, and can't then do that and then have the dogs live here. Yeah. So we'll do that to move out and go somewhere else, and that'll be 2 moves rather than 1 move.
I asked the bank if we could sell a little bit after we bought the new one, and they ummed and ahed a bit and said that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign.
Oh, I sat here for too long, the lights went out.
Hey Siri, turn on the kitchen lights. There we go. You can't say things like that on a video because someone else might have a thing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go bleep.
Their kitchen lights might have turned on.
Would that work? Do people have that command for things?
Yeah, I guess so. They could pause and turn them back off again.
Okay. Filming with Kevin's interesting. Because you keep veering off and then I lose what I was going to say.
I'm special.
Oh, very special.
So couches we're talking about?
Yeah, so
we're going to get rid of stuff, take some stuff, and
Yeah, we're really actually not going to take a lot of furniture because we're going to downsize our bed to a queen, which we've had, the bed we've got now is over 20 years old.
Which is scary.
And we've been wanting to get a smaller bed for a while because Kevin's and I, we sleep on the very edges of the bed, probably from having kids and dogs in the beds when we were young.
You can have multiple
So we sleep at opposite sides.
I can't even reach out and touch you.
No.
The motorhome bed's a queen.
Where are you?
And every time I roll over, I wake you up.
It's a small queen. I reckon it's a small queen.
You bought the mattress.
Queen, is it? I don't know.
It's a standard queen.
Maybe because you've got the walls though. So you've got walls on either side. We won't have that. We might take the kitchen table that we're at now, but eventually we'll probably replace that. Because the chairs are certainly
and the legs are a bit wonky. I need to tighten up the legs.
So we may even not take it with us. We might just, whatever, we'll see what the financial situation is.
But I think we're going to be broke for some time.
Yeah, we're not going to rotate the seat with the recliners or rotate the other 2 lounges.
That wasn't my decision. I like the recliners.
Recliners, yeah, but it's not in the best condition, that.
It's because you sit on it all the time and you just spill tea on it.
Okay.
I look after my furniture.
The dining area room furniture, the big dining table obviously will not fit. And the buffet I don't think will suit the place. I might take the buffet maybe to go in the study or something, only because I bought that with some...
entrance, maybe.
Yeah, it's just bulky. I don't want it there either. Because I bought that with some inheritance money I had from my granny, so that's kind of the only thing I'd really like to... reason I'd probably want to keep it. Because I don't really think the style's going to really suit the apartment.
It's not easy.
Say goodbye, Kevin.
Goodbye, Kevin.
Bye. Sorry, guys.
Photos of the model in because we've got.
We're not up to that part yet, Kevin.
Okay. I'm going to load the 3D model.
But we're not up to that yet.
Because you won't be able to put the 3D one in there.
Okay, we're not up to that yet. No, you've lost my train of thought now.
Okay. So the one we got is the same on, we got level 3 and that's the same on level 2 and level 1.
You're not going through it the right way.
Okay, sorry, there's a list. We didn't get it yet. Oh, it's still exciting.
No, that's what you...
Okay, we'll go through the list.
Surely when we make a decision, that will be when you talk about the one we actually got.
I'm not a proper blogger.
No. Now I've lost my train of thought again.
We'll start again.
He made me do a list of things to discuss and he's just gone off.
Because I'm an organiser.
Yeah, but then you're just going off to which one we picked.
Okay, so then
we go right down here.
We're up to here now, which is we entered the ballot.
Yes.
And we may lose our chest freezer, but I think we'll probably try and fit that into another room somewhere.
I don't think so.
We need a chest freezer.
I don't think so. I don't want a chest freezer in a bedroom with carpet.
And you lied to me about the dumplings yesterday. You said it was 0 to -5 degrees, which means freezer. It was actually 0-5 degrees, which means fridge. So we've now frozen all of our dumplings that aren't meant to be frozen. But that's not necessarily apartment related.
That was a bit of a weird,
Yes.
misleading.
Fridges are normally 4 degrees.
Picture.
Our freezer's at -20.
Alright, well, I'll probably
Anyway.
don't delete that bit anyway, got nothing to do with
Don't
anything.
delete that bit. That was the best bit. If you didn't hear what I just talked about, it's because she deleted that bit.
A lot of stuff. Kevin, when he gets into a hobby, he gets right into a hobby. So,
I have a 400mm f.
Okay, we're
full
talking
lens.
We're talking about the house.
Okay. I should keep that lens. We could take photos of the people in the...
No, you should sell
the
it and get
hotel.
some money to pay for the apartment. What else? Let's go to something else.
It'd be cheaper to hire a cleaner than to move.
Yes. I don't understand.
That bit will be cut out.
Well, I don't know the point of that.
I'm just saying it's cheaper.
Yes, well, do you want to do that then?
No, I would like a
You
view.
make it sound like everything's me.
You need a room for your puzzles.
Don't need a room for look at the small desk.
Are you going to edit all this out?
Yes.
If we jump funny, it's because she's cranky with me and it got edited out.
Maybe I'll put it at the end, maybe. Because how naughty you are.
I'm not naughty.
Ah, you're a stirrer. You know how I'm going to react, and of course I'm stupid and always react the way he knows I'm going to react.
And if we get one of those, you can get one of those fishing rods with the springs in them, and you can probably fish off the balcony if you want.
Across the road.
You'd need a good
Oh,
spring.
you mean in the wetlands?
I don't know. No, you can fish in the harbour.
Anyway, there's also a pool.
A really, really long fishing rod.
Okay, you're going way off track now, and I have no idea what I was even saying.
You said the wetlands, no? The harbour?
No,
Something?
before that, before you had a stupid comment.
The harbour's almost...
That's probably why it's
We're going to have a
in the
fan. We're
home.
going to have a fan in the bedroom. I want a fan.
Alright, don't worry. I know, there's no
Oh.
ceiling fans.
We're going to have to get a ceiling fan, I think.
Well, I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to run the air conditioning all the
No,
time.
but you'd have to get a pedestal fan or something. I know, well, you're going off tangent
We're going to
again.
have to get a fan. Maybe I should go to that. I've heard about the site you can get fans. It's called OnlyFans.
Oh my god. You're going to start an OnlyFans, are you, Kevin?
No, but that's where you get fans from. So I should...
Okay.
I've heard I should go there. I've never been to that site, so that's good.
Gosh, I've never been there either, but
No.
I don't know what do you mean? I don't
So we'll go there and
Are you surprised?
we'll buy fans.
buy some fans, okay. So,
I've already bought a door lock for the new
Kevin,
door.
can you focus on the furniture?
I am
We were
talking about door furniture.
No, we were talking... Oh my god.
That's what they call. I didn't make up that word. They call it door furniture.
Okay, you're not taking the bedroom furniture.
What about bedside tables?
No, we'll get new ones.
You must be rich.
They're very dark and it's not going to suit. I don't think it's
Okay.
going to suit the place.
And I was told I'm not allowed to have my chest of drawers.
They're just full of junk. You don't use them for clothes.
I use it for what's in there? Watch bands.
Junk. Junk. You've got to clutter that. The room's small, darling. Remember, it's a lot smaller than the room we've got. We've got a few dog beds in there.
I still don't know what type of network we're going to have connections to,
Um,
or what type of Wi-Fi. I'm
Kevin,
thinking of
stop.
putting the
People don't-
LR6
people
Wi-Fi.
have watched. How long is this video? I don't know. Can't tell
People,
the
do
time.
people like long videos?
Well, they're probably not going to
You've
like your
edited out
waffling
all
on.
the bits.
Probably.
People want to know what Wi-Fi we've got. We've got an intercom to the front door,
No.
so you can press a button to let people in the front door and onto the lift, I'm assuming, so they can come up to your door.
And we're also taking the outdoor furniture. We're still on furniture.
Where are we going to... It's not going to fit, is it?
Yes, I'm hoping it will fit. We're certainly taking this one out
It
here.
might fit outside the bedroom, but it won't fit on the other side.
I don't know because we haven't
You have to
scaled.
look at the pictures.
We haven't measured off the
The
plans.
picture that she puts in of the view has a table, but it's only a small table.
Oh, this one out here behind us where I sit, that will definitely fit outside our bedroom.
Do we want to block the view outside the bedroom so we won't be able to see
How is
any
it going
boots?
to block the view? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have some furniture on the balcony.
Yep. But no towels or clothes drying.
All right, I think we'll finish this video because he's just going to waffle.
What other furniture are we talking about? What other questions can people ask?
I know you keep on cutting me off when I talked
We
about
don't
the
have
furniture.
many kitchen... We're going to have to deal with kitchen appliances. We have a kettle.
No, we're not going to go into all this right now. I've already said I have to get rid of half this
We
kitchen
can't
stuff.
leave stuff on the kitchen benches anymore. What about a toaster? What are your thoughts on toasters?
What about the toaster?
Where's it going to live?
I don't know.
We have an appliance
Oh my
cupboard
gosh,
at the
we're not
moment.
going to go into all this now.
Okay, this is toast-free
Or
channel.
we'll have a fight.
We're taking the
We've already
telescope.
had our argument for this year. We can't have another one for at least another few years.
We're taking the telescope.
Think so.
What?
You don't use a telescope.
The telescope's...
How are you going to use it when there's a
Gee.
roof over the thing? Over the balcony? You can't even see the stars.
We'll take the telescope.
You just said how good you were going to be about
I am
downsizing.
I like the telescope. It's over there. That's why I'm
Tell
glancing
everyone,
over there.
tell everyone
I'm
how
looking
many
over that
times
side.
you've used that telescope in the years that you've had it.
Some.
Twice.
To look at the moon, because I'm not very good at finding other
You
things
used
in
it
the
twice.
sky. You think finding things in the sky would be easy,
All right,
but it's not easy.
Say goodbye, Kevin. You ran on and on, even with a lift.